Salut à toutes et à tous, cette semaine Story Séries fait une petite pause pour vous préparer une spéciale Game of Thrones aux petits oignons, mais en attendant nous avons fait appel à 3 merveilleux acteurs pour vous tenir compagnie. On revisitera la cultissime The Wire avec Seth Gilliam, marqué à vie par ses années de tournage à Baltimore, et on slalomera entre les morts-vivants de The Walking Dead aux côtés de Tom Paine. Mais avant sa séquence émotion avec Steven Dorff, dont l'expérience au sein de True Detective s'est avérée cathartique, voire presque mystique.
Were you a big fan of True Detective before you became one of the gang?
Yeah, I was waiting every week. I wanted to see the next one. And, I thought it was probably the best thing I'd seen on television since The Sopranos.
Yeah.
So that was I was a huge fan of the first season, and I was really interested to know who Nick Pizzolatto was, and like, who is this guy, and what is this show, and who directed this show, and I thought the acting was awesome, Woody and Matthew, and just the whole ambiance of the show, the textures, the way it was written, the way it was shot.
But how did you get involved in the show?
Very strange, you know. I got a call really strange last year in early December, and you know, Nick was thinking about me for one of the leads in True Detective. I was like, wow, you know, where's the script? Let me read it. And they
You were like, wow, or like, what?
I was like, oh, okay, but it's not mine yet, you know, so I was kind of like, oh, okay. And then, you know, I got only two scenes. I said, well, where's the script? And they said, oh, you can't get it yet. I was like, oh, okay. So I read the 2 scenes, and I was like, I could tell just from the 2 scenes, like, these 2 guys have a special relationship on paper, you know? So if the right 2 guys play these characters, it could be really good.
2 kids. Supposed to be home by 5:30, never arrived.
You almost had a clean night, man.
Anything you can tell me about Will?
He's quiet. I don't think he got noticed much.
You knew who was going to be the other guy?
I knew Mahershala was, yeah, because he was always attached. He was the first one attached, you know? And then I think after Moonlight, after he won the Oscar, he met with Nick, and I think really sold himself for this part, you know, really wanted it. So I went in and I met with Nick, and I read the 2 scenes, you know, like almost like an audition, you know, which I haven't done in a while, you know. I mean, so to audition was cool. It made me feel, all right, I'm fighting for something that I think is going to be great, but I don't know. I haven't read it, you know. So then I did that, and it was a real natural feeling I had from the dialogue of Roland. From the minute I saw it, you know, I just...
You found his voice.
Yeah, it just felt natural. It didn't feel like I was trying or putting too much on it. And...
Let me ask you, what's up with this?
I mean, it's just a band.
Black Sabbath, huh? What's a Black Sabbath?
It's a satanic mass.
Is that true? It's satanic?
I think it's just their name.
And Nick just said, yeah, you know, and then they made me the offer, and it was quite a big, it was a hard year for me the year before, because I lost my little brother, and I was thinking of quitting acting. And out of nowhere, 1 year to his passing, they offered me this part, you know, and it was the richest part I had in a long time. I don't know if it was a gift from my brother or what, but it was a very strange timing.
You at least, you talk, it means something to him. Might consider what you're saying, might have stopped him from doing that.
Bullshit. Who knew until it was on the TV? Why didn't you stop him?
They ain't my tribe, man. Take care of your shit.
Tribe? Where you think you are, asshole?
What is your process to let go this kind of character where you feel you've inhabitated you for months?
Yeah, it was a hard part to shake, you know, because I really liked Roland a lot. I was kind of stuck for a little bit.
You missed him?
Yeah, I missed him. Yeah, he was a really cool character that still, I think, is a part of me. But I think just his emotion, his sensitivity, his sense of humor, his toughness.
It's gonna haunt me.
Usually I hate everything, and I really love this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Usually I'm like, oh, hello. How are you? No, but I'm. Oh.
And you break everything.
Hey, how are you? I broke my mic. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh, merde.
Thank you very much.
That's it?
Yeah.
It's finished? Merci beaucoup.
Your people are counting on you. Maggie is counting on you. I'm counting on you.
Do you remember how you reacted when you had the news that you will be on The Walking Dead, which was a bit of a big phenomenon already?
Yeah, it was all a bit quick and a little bit of a shock. And then the audition came through on a Wednesday for this, and I sent the tape off, and then I got cast on the Friday. And it was weird because the part, I wasn't told what the part was. So we had a fake name and a fake scene that was written especially for the audition. And so it was only once I had got the part that my agent was then sending me pictures from the comic books, like, oh, we think it might be this guy.
Yeah.
So I had no idea. So even I didn't have enough time to really even read the comic books or anything. So it was shocking, but at the same time, it all happened so quickly that there wasn't really enough time to think about it.
You ever see him do this before?
No. Never. Rosita's back trail goes right through him.
That's not normal.
No. No, it ain't.
Really, I didn't have any idea about how big the show was until we went to the premiere of the season 6, which was at Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
And it was insane, and I have to say that I sat there watching all of the fans going crazy and all of the guys up on stage, and I felt a bit scared by the whole thing. I really did, was like, okay, it's too late now, I've filmed it and I'm in this show, but it's gonna change my life in a way that I can't change back.
Yeah.
And as it happens, that transition was easier than I thought, but it was scary at the beginning. It's like that moment when you get everything that you think you want, and it's whether you're ready for it or not.
Rule number 1, always be mindful of your surroundings.
Actually, rule number 1 is don't forget to look up. Not bad.
Oh, sorry. You okay?
TV is like an accelerating school to learn tricks to be you know, not a better actor, but maybe more efficient because you have no time. It's, you know, it's in a rush all the time.
Yes, I think so. It definitely helps. I mean, that's where I learned how to act on television, really, because I went to drama school in London and it's a theatre training.
Yeah.
And so just be on camera every day teaches you a lot of stuff. I would like to do more film because I've done a few films and I enjoy the focus that happens in film. So on TV, Walking Dead shoots with 3 cameras all the time, like this.
Like us, yes.
But what that means is that you can't really use your camera technique in the same way. So if this was my only camera, then I'm playing this camera. If this is my only camera, then I'm playing this camera. But because there are 3, you can't give the same amount of focus.
Yeah.
Whereas on, I mean, different movies use different amounts of cameras, but like you can work with 1 camera and really make it the best that it can be. And I'm interested in exploring that further. And you light for that, so you light for that 1 shot, whereas like the light that we're using now is for all 3 of these cameras.
Yeah.
And I enjoy the precision of that, and I'm looking forward to exploring that a bit more.
I have a feeling you have a bit of a director eye somewhere.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah?
I think so, but the director job is really hard, like, because of all the prep that you have to do and all the other things that surround it. So I would love working with the actors and working, you know, on set, but there are so many other things, and so I think I would need a really good DOP and just a really good crew to take care of other parts of it. But yeah, at some point, definitely I'd like to direct. So we'll see, I don't know.
It's exciting.
Yeah, very exciting.
If you walk through the garden.
After Oz came The Wire, which is still, nowadays, even though we've had Breaking Bad, Lost, The Sopranos, whatever you want, it's still the #1 show to any critics, to Barack Obama. Did you feel this when you were shooting it, like what we're doing there matters?
For me, the experience was shooting it in a bubble.
What the fuck, man?
Driver, with the right hand, reach the window and open the door.
Come on, hurry up, man.
Step out of the car. Drop the cane. Toss the cane. Come around to the back. All right. Turn around.
Sir, is there anything in the vehicle we should know about?
Nope.
Not many people were watching it when it was airing.
Yeah.
You know, we had to, it was the days of having to hand out videotapes, you know, DVDs of it from friend to friend. There weren't box covers of it where we could get it and absorb it. So we were playing to maybe 2 million people a week, 1.8 million people a week, I think. So it felt very much like we were shooting it for ourselves and the city of Baltimore. Yes. It didn't feel like it was any larger than that. It felt like we were doing a show about Baltimore, in Baltimore, for Baltimore, and that was pretty much it, and had no idea about the impact it would have on the world.
You follow drugs, you get drug addicts and drug dealers.
Get your hands up, get down.
But you start to follow the money, and you don't know where it's going to take you.
And how did the shooting mix with the city? Because it's being in reality, it's meeting with the people living there, and I guess having conversations in between takes.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not sure what it was like for David Simon, you know, whether he'd met some resistance from people being kind of, I don't know, revealed for who they were in terms of the higher-ups, the city officials, and that kind of thing. I don't think the mayor was too excited about shooting Noir because it wasn't the greatest light of Baltimore. Didn't paint the city in the greatest light, but at the same time, it brought a lot of jobs to the city.
Yes.
But for me, working down in the streets, what they would do is, like, the security detail would hire the local kids from the neighborhood to help us run security. So they would be checkpoints. So instead of standing around watching and having nothing to do and interrupting, they were an active part of making sure we could get it done. And you give them a sense of responsibility, and it was amazing what we were able to do in the places that we were able to shoot that other people didn't have access to, because they came in very much as outsiders and intruders and wanted to keep it very separate. And we came in and we were like, well, we don't know how to keep these hoppers down. Can you talk to these hoppers and keep these people down? We need them, you know, quiet for 5, 10, 15 minutes. And, oh, yo, you gotta shut this down for a minute, blah, 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 blah. And things would get done.
All in the game, yo.
I think the casting department did a fantastic job of casting the entire show all throughout, because there are no false moments.
True.
You know, because I think everybody was playing for the truth as opposed to vanity or, you know, oh, it's a job or it's a chore.
I go in, play nice. Then you come in, play bad.
I ain't gonna be playing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so
yeah. It was so great meeting you. I'm so happy.
You, Charlotte. Yes.
Story Séries, c'est terminé. La semaine prochaine, sortez vos mouchoirs. Nous dirons adieu à notre plus grande expérience de série, Game of Thrones. Allez, à la semaine prochaine.